everybody, I am super excited for this video. Not really sure why, but it was kind of one of those videos that just kind of fell into place and was not on my schedule. But yesterday, I ended up signing up for the winter warm-up. So in September of 2021, I ended up starting the Fall Frenzy Challenge. The Fall Frenzy Challenge was put on by Run Across America. I had actually found them because I had just finished the 50 miles in August and wanted to continue to challenge myself to walk more because I really enjoyed the 50 miles in August and how it got Bali out and challenged us to walk in different locations. And I felt as the fall came in and the cooler weather came in, it would be a perfect time to do something, but also it would challenge Bali and I to get out and walk, maybe when we would be less likely to do so. So I ended up doing that challenge. These challenges run like 10 weeks or so. The Fall Frenzy Challenge ran from early September into the middle of November. And there's an app and you track all of your miles and you have like milestones or goals you can reach. The lowest milestone is 50 kilometers, which is 32 miles approximately. I had originally signed up for 100K, which is about 62 miles, and ended up actually walking over 150K. I ended up actually walking 100 miles in the 10 weeks, and it was a lot of fun. I really got out of my comfort zone with trying to walk in different locations and really felt a joy doing it. Run Across America joins with Feeding America to provide food for, children and families in need, and I thought that was just a great way. And anyway, so they did have a end of the year walk, run, whatever it was. I knew with Oregon weather that no, I was not gonna end up doing it. So I ended up checking my email more recently, and the new challenge was coming up, and it looked a lot of fun. The length of time was pretty good, and I had just actually been talking about how it's harder for me to feel the motivation to get out and to walk when it's cold and windy and rainy. And so I thought, okay, this will push Bali and I to actually walk. It starts January 1st and runs through March 14th. It's just a bit over 10 weeks long. Originally, I thought I would do a 50K, but that just doesn't feel like a lot. So I think I'm going to try to strive for the 100K again. We'll see where I end up landing. But yesterday, I ended up registering for the walk. I ended up actually finding in my email that there was a promo code. So it just kind of made it a little bit better. But I'm going to take you just through the steps on how to sign up for one of these walks. So the first thing you actually do is go to the website or through the email to the link of the walk itself. It talks about the walk. It talks about, who their sponsor is and how it just all works. And you end up signing up for it. So I went through the process of signing up for the walk. I did end up getting the promo code put in time. They had a limited number of promo codes you were able to use, so I did end up getting a bit off of my swag, my merch, whatever you want to call it. This walk has 2 main pieces, I guess, of swag you can choose from to get with your initial purchase of being able to walk in this walk. The Fall Frenzy, which this is my shirt from the Fall Frenzy, and it also had a coffee mug, which in a way I wish I would have gotten, but I did not, and I kind of wish I do because I love coffee mugs. For the winter wrap up, you have this choice between a long sleeve t-shirt with the logo on it and a pair of gloves. I have a ton of pairs of gloves, so I didn't want those. So I ended up choosing the long sleeve shirt, which I think will be a good like piece in itself, but then a good layering piece for the spring months. I don't know how like thick it is and if it's cotton and everything. This one ended up surprising me. It's more of like a quick dry versus like a cotton t-shirt like this white one underneath. So we'll have to see, but I just think it would make a good layering piece anyway, no matter what the swag is made out of. So once you get that and you pay for your merch, your entry fee, there is a chance that you can put in additional funds to go to Feeding America also in this little checkout process. Once you've checked out, within a short period of time, you end up getting 2 emails. You get the thank you, here's your order confirmation email, and you also get your code because this type of walk goes off of an app. So I've already had the app downloaded before for the Fall Frenzy. It's the same app, so I ended up re-downloading the app and putting in my code, and then I have my dashboard. My dashboard includes my progress, and it includes a little information about the walk itself and who they're sponsoring it through. At one point throughout the walk, there will be challenges, so it gives you the like links at the bottom to the challenges that they will be running. It doesn't exactly say what they are, but it does give a time frame, but they won't be accessible for that until the time frame comes around. And then they also have some additional swag that you can buy. They have a medal, they have some stickers, and then also in this app you can go to like the dashboard for like your walk. This is where you log in all of your walks or runs or however you're doing your walking. You can have the app actually track it, or you can have your phone track it in another way and you can just add it to it. Kind of depends on how you personally want to track it. I've done it both ways last year. And there's also a place that you show off your selfies, because one of the things in this app is when you walk, you end up taking a photo or a selfie, and I'll try putting some photos from my Fall Frenzy around me here so you can see some of the photos. All the photos are also available on my Facebook page. If you're not following us on Facebook, make sure you go to Life as a Guide Dog Team on Facebook and you can see all of our photos and our updates from the Fall Frenzy. So I am set to go as of January 1st. I will also add in here that I kind of screwed up on my entry and picking my swag. I totally spaced choosing my size on my t-shirt, but I realized that, and I've emailed the company. They give you a chance in your order confirmation to email the company with any questions or problems, and so I did do that. I heard I already got like a auto reply that just said they've received my email, and they gave me like a telephone number in case I don't hear from them. They told me the times that they were open, but I should be hearing back. They said between 24 and 48 hours, although that was Friday night. I don't anticipate hearing anything until maybe Monday morning. I mean, it's the weekend, so hopefully I will hear from Monday, and hopefully I'll get my size t-shirt that I actually wanted to order. So make sure if you do order it that you do not forget to change the size. It is set for small, not just like select a size. So if you don't want a small, make sure you do that. But I am all set. I plan on posting on here once a week update. A once a day or once a walk update is going to make this video way too long. So we'll do a weekly update and photos and just how my week went. And so I will catch up with you when I hear back from the company, and then I will catch up with you on the end of week one. I thought I would jump in a little bit here because I did hear from Run Across America today. I actually received two emails. One of them saying that my order had been updated, and then I also got an email personally from a person at Run Across America. They told me that was no problem updating my order and that my order dashboard should have the current size. So everything is going smoothly with getting the shirt size that I wanted, and they responded so fast. I know it said 24 to 48 hours in the email, but it was Friday night, so I did expect Monday morning, but I guess I didn't expect it so quickly on Monday morning. But good job, Run Across America.
One thing I noticed in this walk this year is that they actually changed up the map. So instead of a timeline, it actually looks like an iceberg that you're moving around. And when you log in a dog walk, it looks like you're actually possibly walking your dog in the little graphic. All right, guys, so it is the end of week one, and I am outside because it is just seriously so gorgeous today outside for a winter day in Oregon. So I'm going to do my week one recap, which was totally not what I expected, but I'm going to hopefully do this kind of short so it doesn't take up a lot of time since I do have 10 weeks to do this. At the end of week one, we walked 6 out of 8 days. Maybe it was 9 days. It was from the 1st, and today is the 8th, so maybe it's 9 days. Anyway, we walked 6 times, which was awesome, way more than I expected. We did walk a total of 7.6 miles, which is 12.3 kilometers, roughly. So we are way ahead of my schedule of walking about 7.5 kilometers each week. So we're on a roll, and the next couple days will be gorgeous. So we will definitely be walking. We won our first badge this week, walking a streak of 3 walks. It is the end of week 2, and we are just about where we were at the end of week 1. We have walked 6 times in the last 7 days, walking a total of 7.5 miles, which is a total of 12.2 kilometers, which means our weekly total as of now for the 2 weeks is 24.5 kilometers. We are doing awesome and well beyond what I expected to do in this challenge. We won our second badge this week, walking a 7-walk streak.
So it is the end of week 3, and this week was definitely not like the other 2 weeks. We did walk a total of 6.75 miles for a total of 11.7 kilometers. This now puts us at 35.2 kilometers total. We are still way ahead of my goal at the end of week 3. But for this week, we did end up walking 6 times, although it looked very different than the last 2 weeks. Bali actually walked 5 of the 6 walks, and then I ended up doing a solo walk on my own. But also, one of those days, we ended up walking twice. Had a rough start, but then finished strong later on. While walking by myself, I actually broke a cane tip as well, which I did not expect, and it looks like I will be waiting to walk by myself and walking with Bali on a leash until I can get a new cane tip. But we had a very successful walk, reaching 2 more badges on our list. One of those was to walk 15 times in January, so we definitely got that one. One thing about these challenges, which definitely showed this week, was how much they encourage me to walk. I was 1 walk away from reaching the 15 walks for January, and I knew I wanted to give Bali a day off. So that's when I brought out my cane and ended up walking another mile to reach my 15 walks in January before I took a day off that I knew I was going to take off. So that's just what these challenges do for me. I am looking forward to week 4, although it looks like the weather is changing. We are getting colder days now, and we are also getting rainy days. So we will see what week 4 looks like.
All right, I thought I would do my week 4 recap today out in our city park. We have walked 6 times again this week, although it was very different than last week. We walked 7.15 miles for a total of 11 kilometers. We are so close to hitting that 50K mark at this point, but we are hoping to get it later this week. We won 2 more badges this week, one for completing 50K so far in the winter warm up, and also walking a total of 50 minutes of activity for this challenge. Here is the week 5 recap. We actually only walked 5 times this week, but we ended up walking a total of 8 miles. This ends up putting us just barely under 60K for the halfway point of this challenge. We actually ended up winning 2 badges this week, which was super exciting. And I can't believe where we're at already with this halfway point. Warmer weather, better weather is here to come, and I'm hoping this continues to push us even farther to our goal of 100K.
So here is my week 6 wrap up, and it was a pretty typical week that I've been seeing. We walked 5 walks for a total of 7 miles. We did try to walk in different areas this week, although it was a bit different with some stuff going on, but we are on our way to reaching our goal. We have now walked over 70K in 6 weeks. That is awesome because my initial goal was to walk 10K a week. So we are awesome and doing great after week 6.
So it is a very wet Sunday, so I'm going to do my week 7 recap. This week was so nice outside. It was gorgeous, sunny weather. So this week we actually logged in 7 walks for a total of over 9 miles. Now, one of those walks was actually 2 walks because we were logging in another challenge, which was to walk a 5K. And we did that in one day, just 2 different walks. During this week, we also won 2 new badges. One random badge to walk a certain length of time, and we had actually overcome this a while ago, and it just must have been a new badge, so they were just making up for it. We also did win our scavenger hunt badge, which if you follow us on Facebook, you will see the collage print in our photo album. And we are off to an amazing start at the end of week 7. We are at over 86 kilometers on our way easily to hit the 100K and hopefully to get to 120K, which is 75 miles.
I can't believe week 8 is now gone. I don't know where this challenge has come from. Like, it has gone so fast. But here is the week 8 recap. We did 5 walks this week, although 2 of them were in the same day, for a total of 4.75 miles. This week was super cold. Many of the days we were barely above freezing, and if we were above freezing, the wind chill was just horrible. And for a person with an extreme sensitivity to the cold, it is so hard to walk when it is that cold because my hands get numb and then I can't feel the harness and my lungs hurt and it's just way too cold. So, but I was very proud that we did get out and it was on the warmer of the days. We are now
coming into week 9 and are full of rain but warmer temperatures, and I would definitely rather walk in the rain versus the cold. So we will see how week 9 rolls around. So it is the end of week 9, and it was a quite wet week. We did end up getting in between the showers for a total of 5 walks for 5.85 miles. This actually now puts us at over 100K, which was our ultimate goal for this challenge. Um, I did not think we'd reach 100K in the beginning of this challenge. I actually debated on whether I should mark us as a 50K or a 100K because I was not sure. I thought 100K was too much, but I thought 50K was not enough. So we reached our 100K mark, noting another badge on our walk. We also did win another badge, which was the winter waypoint, which meant that we walked 10 times in the allotted time, winning our next badge. We have just a little over 1 week left. We have one more challenge coming up. Not sure what that's going to entail exactly, but I'm super excited and I am so thankful we reached our ultimate goal on this challenge, and I can't wait to see what the next week holds with some nicer weather, and hopefully we can make this last badge. Well, here is my week 10 recap, which is the last week of this challenge. We ended up walking 6 times for a total of 5.85 miles. It was pretty wet, it was pretty cold, rainy, windy, yuck. And so there wasn't a lot of times that we could get out, but we did end up getting out as much as we could throughout the week, and the later part of the week was definitely better than the earlier part. But we made it, and I will do my full walk recap right after this. So I thought I would do my final walk recap here outside. It is a gorgeous spring day and the birds are chirping, and our walk is over. So the winter warm up has ended. It was a little over 10 weeks long, and in that 10 weeks, we did walk 57 times for a total of 112.7 kilometers, which means we walked 70 miles. I'm pretty excited about that. In that 70 miles, we did win 8 new badges, including 2 that we had already had from a previous walk. So that is just super exciting. These challenges definitely get me out and have me walk more, and it's super fun to just challenge myself with these. Now, I am not doing the spring walk because typically spring means 5K season, so we definitely get out. Weather is better, but there is one, and I believe it's called the Spring Start, and I will link it down below in the description because at the time of this video going up, it will be still running. It actually just started, so you can still join in on that walk. If you are not following us on Facebook, make sure you do that, because anytime we do challenges like this, there is daily or mostly daily updates on all of our walks and all of the details that are coming up. So make sure you're following us on Facebook at Life as a Guide Dog Team. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because we are posting twice a month on the first and the third Mondays of the month, with a bonus on the 5th Monday of the month if it is there. So I will see you in our next video.